The Savage Hawkman, number 13, written by Rob Liefeld and Frank Thierry, art by Joe Bennett. This is the first part of Hawkman Wanted, a crossover between Hawkman, Green Arrow, and Deathstroke. And let me tell you, it barely constitutes as a part. So this entire issue is just, okay, we picked up in issue 12 with Hawkman being attacked by Shiera, the Thanagarian. Then we got a whole issue where it's revealed that Hawkman's actually an alien. I forgot he was an alien, and then he crashed down and became Carter Hall. His real name is Qatar Hall. I'm just going to call him Carter Hall or Hawkman. So this entire issue is literally just like a game of hot potato, but with fight scenes. So he's pinned down by Shiera. Pike's got an eye on him and Emma. And she's just like, all right, you're wanted for murder and we're going to take you in, so let's go. And as Hawkman's led into the ship, he causes a distraction enough for Emma to pull out a gun that she apparently stole during some battle between Pike. I don't even remember if that happened or not. But anyway, she fires off a few shots, calls them pigeons, and then Hawkman grabs her and flies off. They manage to get like maybe 30 feet away before Shiera fires off a harpoon gun, is the best I can describe it, and clips both of Hawkman's wings. And she's like, aha, you've been away too long. You've forgotten about our advanced technology. So now I will string you up and blah, blah. And so she beats up Emma a little bit. Emma's top comes off because, of course, it has to in a Rob Liefeld book. And there's like, okay, now that that's done, let's get you back on the ship. And as they are once again leading them onto the ship, an explosion comes and knocks them all down. And it's Xerxes from like 4 issues ago who wanted the Nth Metal Armor. He shows up with a bunch of his guys and he's just like, hey, I'm here for the Nth Metal Armor. And Shiera chimes in being like, hey, he's ours and he's wanted for murder. And Xerxes is like, I don't care. I'm just here to take what I want. And in fact, I could probably take your armor too. So they get into a fight. Xerxes gets the upper hand long enough, along with his men, to take out Shiera and the rest of the Thanagarians there. And then Emma sneaks into the ship just because we need her set up for later. So then we see Pike. He's like, all right, well, screw this. I wasn't paid for all this. So he gets onto his ship trying to, I guess, just get away. And as Xerxes is about to go into the Thanagarian ship, Hawkman just swoops him up. They fight for a little bit. Hawkman 100% has the upper hand on him. Basically just knocks him out. Pike, he's on his ship. He's about to fire at Hawkman. And right before he does, Emma comes out with a gun to Pike's head and says, hey, I could shoot you now too. Remember me? And he's like, oh, geez, okay. So at this point, the 3 main antagonists are all officially dealt with, and Hawkman and Emma stand over them and just like, all right, now I'm going to show you I'm not the guy you want. And Shiera's like, you definitely are. And Xerxes like, yeah, no, like I still want your armor. And he's like, all right, well, you say I'm this intergalactic criminal, but whatever. So he basically, like, Emma's like, what do we do with these guys now? And all they do is seemingly just blow up their ship and leave. Like, he doesn't exactly try to kill them. He just blows up their ship and leaves. So, whatever. At that point, Xerxes turns to Shiera and is just like, hey, have you ever heard the saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend? And she's like, I'm listening. So then Hawkman flies away with Emma finally, and it's just like, well, I wonder if me being in a situation where I'm wanted is going to lead to any other hijinks soon. Like, oh, I don't know, Hawkman wanted. It literally says, then this is only just the beginning, as we see he's being trailed by some more Thanagarian guys. Okay, so like, this could have been done in like 3 pages. Probably less, if I'm being honest. It's not... There was no need for this to be 22 issues of... I mean, 4 of those pages were literally just Hawkman without any issue at all beating the crap out of Xerxes and like barely saying a word the entire time. He literally says, I figured that since you want this armor so badly, I should probably show you what it can do. And then he fights for 2 straight pages and says, end of demonstration. And then they just don't interact until the end of the issue again. Like, this was so padded out just to be like, okay, well, I wanted to tell that 0 issue, and then I was told I'm starting an event, but like, the event's pretty much done. Like, not done, but like, it didn't need to exist. I guess that's my biggest thing here, is that I see no reason. There's no, especially because they're talking about intergalactic criminals, and we're going to cross over with Green Arrow and Deathstroke, which, like, I can understand Deathstroke maybe being pulled in, but Green Arrow, that's weak at best. So, yeah, not the best issue by far. I'd say art-wise, it's okay. It's not. It's the same as it has been. I followed the fights. My only issue is that when he's, again, these pages where he's beating up Xerxes, I don't know why I dislike these so much. Every time Xerxes get hit, he has the same face. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just like copy pasted and rotated. Like, it's the exact same face every time. And there's nothing wrong with using some reference material, but dear Lord, mix it up a little. So yeah, overall, this is like a 6. More so in that it doesn't really offend me. Like, it's not that it deserves a higher score, but there are like bad things knocking it down. It's that it deserves a lower score, but I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm more so just being bitter over the fact that it's not doing anything I like. So yeah, it's a 6. I hope any of that rambling made sense. But yeah, next time I think is in Green Arrow, maybe Deathstroke. I don't know. At some point we're going to see a crossover. Just deal with it.